Shekharji, good evening. Do we have your permission to start?
By all means. Good evening to everyone.
Good evening and welcome.
Thank you. Please start.
Okay.
Anshana ji, please take it forward.
Ji. Good evening to all of you. Welcome to this special meeting of WIRI, where we are really honored to have our RIPE Shekhar Mehta ji and Rashi ji. And we also have a surprise, Kamal Sanghvi ji, who's with us. So we just had some very nice fellowship. We start with our national anthem. Let us all rise. Thank you. I now request our convener, Rotarian Julia, to kindly welcome all and give a presentation of WIRI and the action points of the last meetings. Over to Julia, please.
Thank you very much, my moderator, Rotarian Anshana ji. I would like to welcome on behalf of WIRI Women in Rotary India WhatsApp group and Rotarian women from all over the world to welcome RIPE Shekhar ji. Unfortunately, due to bad health, Rashi ji cannot join us today. And we have a surprise package in this meeting. We say what's a surprise package? Here we have a surprise package. Before that, the name has come already in the slide. When we get a Rolls Royce, so we get a package deal of Mercedes-Benz. So we have our mark here, our RI Director Kamal Sanghvi ji, who is so friendly with our group, who inaugurated our Women in Rotary India WhatsApp group on 6 January 2021. And what's the package deal in this? Later on, I will reveal that. So I welcome two top leaders, RIP Shekhar ji and Rotary India Director Kamal Sanghvi ji in our group. I request Narendra ji, please spotlight to both of them. Thank you very much. And if I can also join them in the spotlight and my three conveners, RIP Shekhar ji, let me introduce my team. Myself is convener of Women in Rotary India WhatsApp group. My co-convener, Dr. Rotarian Anjana Mehta. Anjana ji, please on spotlight. My co-convener, I brought her from London, Rotarian Sharmila Nagaranjan. Please put her on spotlight. So we are the three co-member of this group, but our group is comprised of 220 members at the moment. And what our group is, we just formed this group on 6th January, as I mentioned. And this is a group you will understand by the end of the meeting. It's not a group where we are not pulling each other's leg. We are supporting each other. So I request Narendra ji, so please play my presentations to do this, make our leaders what we are doing in our group. Women in Rotary, I have already introduced convener, co-conveners of this group. Next slide, please. What's the mission of this group? For new members who have joined our group recently and the international Rotarian members, so mission of our group is to empower the women and girls by enhancing their economic and social status through mainstreaming plans and programs. In Rotary India, diversity, equity, and inclusion, as well as in Rotary International at large. Next slide, please. Vision: to have extraordinary strong presence of women in Rotary, where we all can work together towards achieve the common mission. Next slide. What are the objective of these groups? It's not only on fashion or gossip. We have some objectives and we follow that. Those are skill development, grooming, to augment and supplement household income, integrated development programs focusing on children and families, water, literacy, sanitation, and hygiene orientation on frequent basis to improve quality of household life, social and economical uplift in the society, creating path for women leadership in Rotary, bringing more women in Rotary, identifying and appreciating the unique identities, talents, experiences, skills, and knowledge of each member of our group and support each other in the project. Continuously learning and improving our internal and external operations and practices, including convening on international task force dedicated to promoting equity, inclusion, and I request Narendra ji to disable the chat box, please, at the moment, and ensure, backslide, please. Ensuring that our projects reflect those values. We commit to expanding our knowledge and capacity in Rotary 7 areas of focus as we strive to make our Rotary world a more diverse, equitable, and inclusive place. And last but not the least, vibrant fellowships. Next slide. Projects including RI 7 areas of focus: economic empowerment and training, skill development, WASH, health, environment, mother and child development, basic education. We are looking for partnership with various institutions, national and international, and awareness campaign. Next slide. Last on this, I'll just convey one message, what our group believe. I believe in the importance of women creating space for other women, a continuous sharing of all things, a transferring of power. Close this presentation. Thank you. So RIP Shekhar ji and RI Director Kamal ji, please bring them on the spotlight. These are the few objectives of our group. As I have heard from both leaders that each meeting should be not just fellowship and just come and go. Our meeting focus, I'm following our group, following the footstep of yours, that every meeting should be a goal oriented. So last 3 meetings we have done. First meeting was we created a good member. We brought good member for the institute. The second meeting was on polio, where we promised to raise a fund, $10,000, and to hand over EPC, our PDG Samasri said. We have already formed a committee to raise funds. So Rotarian Hemlata from our group, she is gonna lead that committee, and we will work on raising $10,000 for the polio. Second, we did the meeting on breast cancer deduction. I would like to welcome Rotarian Sonal Sangvi ji, partner of RI Director Kamal Sangvi. Welcome, ma'am. Our next meeting we did, our third meeting was on deducting breast cancer through visually and completely impaired girls. So in this, we created, idea is to have more and more clubs adopt this technique, create awareness through their health camps once the COVID pandemic will be over. And under the guidance of RI Director Kamal Sangvi ji, we are training girls and taking those girls in villages, so those girls can treat women in the villages. So these are the outcome. We have already committed. We are working on outcome. Shortly, we will let you know the outcome. Thank you very much once again. And over to you, my moderator, Anjana ji.
Thank you, Julia, for your
So
presentation.
Anjana ji, sorry, I will take one more second from you.
Yeah, sure.
My friends, I told you what's up surprise package today. I attended this theme launch in New Delhi, and apart from the logo concept, serve the changing lives, change lives. What I liked in that theme launch, two candid talk shows. One day it was conducted by RI Director Bharat Pandya ji, and the second day was conducted by RI Director Kamal Sangvi ji, and there we had Shekhar ji and Rashi ji. So I thought most of us missed that talk show. So I thought, why not I create that magic in our Zoom meeting? So we are going to have a talk show conducted by RI Director Kamal Sangvi ji and with the RIP Shekhar ji. As I mentioned, in tete-a-tete with Shekhar and Rashi Mehta. So gonna enjoy this Zoom talk show with both us. So that's a surprise package for this evening. So stay with us. Don't go away. More fun to come. Over to you.
Thank you, Julia. That sounds very exciting. We are waiting to go into the tete. But right now, we have Rotarian Vidya Srinivasan of District 3232, who will give us the project's presentation of the last 3 meetings.
Thank you for unmuting me. Just give me a second to share my screen.
Narendra ji can play that presentation of the projects, please.
Yeah, it's coming.
Okay. Vidya ji, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm proud to present the projects done by the women in Rotary. These are projects which have been done in the between then and the last quarter. Can we have the next slide, please? The first meeting was held on 6th of January, chaired by Sri Kamal Sangvi, Rotarian Kamal Sangvi, RIT. Next, please. Discovering Hands, which is the first project, which was an initiative of Julia from 3011. This was a breast health examination held for the blind women in association with NAB India. Next, please. Yeah, this got extensive coverage in the media, as you can see, and richly deserved too. Awareness is the key in this particular illness. Next slide, please. These are some of the organizations that have already moved ahead and taken a stand on educating their employees about breast health checkup. And as you can see, a wide number of organizations have been covered. And there are many more in Delhi NCR, which are being covered and on the pipeline. Currently, this team is associated, like in every Rotary, we have the NGO partnership and the corporate partnership. So here for training, it's associated with the NAB Center for Blind Women and Disability Studies, associated hospitals for the internship, Medanta and Tata Memorial, and the hospitals for employment in that turn, CK Birla and Fortis Hospital in Delhi. I think it's a great way to do an end-to-end kind of empowerment of the women. Under the guidance of Rotarian RI Director Kamal Sangvi ji, the team is currently working on training more girls in the skill of examinations and taking them to villages and placing them in Rotary health camps. Yeah, these are some projects from 3142. The Rotary Club of Hiranandani Estate had this hero chess tournament. Can you move, please? Move ahead, please. Yeah, it conducted a virtual chess tournament on India's Republic Day, the 26th. It was basically to raise awareness and about the involvement of Rotary in eradication of polio. Yeah, we could. This project comes from 3251. Anuba Jain is the holder of this project, the Happy School Project, which is at Billai, Rotary Club of Billai, 3261. And the idea is to bring smiles and esteem on the face of underprivileged children by renewing the school and putting a whole new face. As you can see, the school was in a dilapidated state, and they are giving it, totally rejuvenating it by repairing the roof, painting the walls, and making it really attractive when the children come back from COVID. And the work is still on. I'm sure in the next meeting, you'll get to see the bright new school. Can I have the next slide, please? The second meeting was where we had the guest speaker. This was held on 20th of Jan 2021 with our own PDG Shamashri Sen speaking to us. And interesting projects from the world, from India, across India. This is a mushroom cultivation project for the empowerment of Adivasi women, presented by Suchismita Bishwas from Rourkela Steel City 3261. Very interesting project where almost 60 Adivasi women were trained in self-help groups in and around Rourkela. And there was also an awareness program conducted with Jaba Panposh village of Sundargarh district. And they have good plans to economically empower the women by making them, train them and making them self-reliant for mushroom cultivation, and have this as a vocation introduced for special children who are above 14 years of age and for adults, and also to work along with the government and sensitize them to open an agricultural research center in the Western Odisha region and have mushrooms as a part of midday meals to supplement the protein intake. Next, please. This is a beautiful project by Rotarian Hemalata of District 3000, a global grant project for transgender teenagers. As we know, Rotary, among many other organizations, are working towards human diversity and inclusiveness. And obviously, this includes the transgender too. These are children who are normal children with a genetic disorder, for which they are not responsible. And therefore, the effort is here to move and make the society a little more aware and a little more sensitive. Can I have the next slide, please? So this project, Shiva Shakti, it's a joint venture of Tiruchirappalli Shakti, which is an all-ladies club, with Shivanand Balalaya, which is an inclusive school with 450 children with a CBSE and NIO syllabus. And this provides a ray of hope to such gender non-conforming children. An exclusive hostel has been conducted to accommodate them, nurture them, and give them the feeling of being inclusive in a society which is otherwise not too kind to them. Can we have the next slide, please? And it is not just about providing them shelter, it is also working on the ambience around them in terms of educating, creating awareness, both for themselves to have the acceptance and for the others to accept them as they are. And this includes various measures as is mentioned in this. We hope this will go a long way in changing the perception of transgenders. Can we go to the next slide, please? This project comes from District 3141. Rotarian Tila Patel is the owner of the project. Poshak Ahar project for urban and rural malnourished children, targeting age group of 2 to 6 years. Roughly at 3,000 per child for 12 months, and for antenatal and neonatal mothers at 1,800 per pregnant mother for 8 months, where nutritious food and supplements are provided in rural Palghar and urban slums of Mumbai. And it's scientifically done and monitored, therefore there is no wastage. Can you have the next slide, please? The third meeting, which was held on 4th of February, had our own Julia Gangwani as the speaker, well attended. Yeah, I can't read the last slide. This is a beautiful project, Letter to God, which is Letters to God by 3261, Rotarian Nisha Bafna. Next. And then that was basically working with underprivileged children and getting them to show their dreams. This is can we just go back a second, please? I didn't announce this is District 3142, which is uh, Dhanya Jatra, which is a journey of taking next slide, please, taking farmers into the market space, which is farmers to display and sell their produce, and the Mahila Bachat Gat to display and sell their products. Next. So here, solar dried tur dal with world-class food rating was available. Variety of rice millets, rice and millets, popcorn, maize, and products which were homemade by the women, like papad, dry fruits, etc. Next.
Vidya, can you wrap up, please?
Yeah, I think that's all it is. This was well visited, and this is going to be a continuous project going forward. So their planning is to have such exhibitions every 6 months. Thank you.
Thank you, Vidya, for giving us an overall overview of all the project presentations. Thank you very much. We now have Rotary Objects by Rotarian Rizwana Zamindar from RC Bharuch, District 3060.
Very good greetings to all. Thank you so much for being grateful for being part of this group. The objects of Rotary are: the object of Rotary is to encourage and foster the ideal of service as the basis of worthy enterprise, and in particular to encourage and foster the development of acquaintance as an opportunity for service, high ethical standards in business and professions, the recognition of the worthiness of all useful occupations, and the dignifying of each Rotarian's occupation as an opportunity to serve society. The application of the ideal of service in each Rotarian's personal, business, and community life. Lastly, the advancement of international understanding, goodwill, and peace through a world fellowship of business and professional persons united in the ideal of service. Thank you.
Thank you. Our RIP is in a hurry. He has several other engagements. So I think we'll have to skip the four-way test right now and the minutes also. We go directly to the AV of RIP Shekhar and Rashi Mehtaji. And I request DGE Jacinta Dharma to kindly coordinate.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay. So good evening once again. My Rotary greetings to all of you. So I felt very happy and proud to be a part of this when I was invited just a week ago. I feel really elated and elevated, and I'm doubly joyed. My joy went double because of the presence of our RI president, incoming president, who is going to be my leader, our leader, and very particularly during my year, next year when I am going to take up the governorship, we have got an eminent, dynamic person whose words are really impressive. So when I was in the virtual assembly, I got the chance of listening to all his speeches, really worthy, and every word is injected in all our minds because the words are very clear, the presentation is very clear, and it gives us ways and means of doing good, how to grow, how to do good and become more and more. Growth is always by activities. That idea is injected in us. And I got the chance of being with him in Goa when our batchmates had a get together. And it was really fantastic. A very friendly person, very amiable person, moving friendly with all, but injecting his ideas in a very pleasant way, but putting all his presentation in such a way that it is all imprinted in our minds. And he made us understand that only through service we can make changes. If we want to change the world for the betterment, for the improvement of the community, and for the needy people, to do good for the needy people, we have to serve. We have to do our service. Service above self is our motto. And he made us realize that Yeah, he made us plan and worked out our plan in such a way that by doing lot of services, we will be able to change the world, and we will be able to bring literacy in India, and we will succeed in all our activities. Our vision and mission will be brought to reality because of the able leadership of our great leader, Shekhar Mehtaji, and his wife is always behind him. So we, the women, are really proud to have the couple with us. So that
Rotarian
we
Jacinta will have to stop you. We need the AV. He has to leave. Over to the AV, please, Narendraji.
Anjana, you can skip the AV.
As you say.
Yeah, I don't need the introduction. It's all right. I think most people would know. I would rather speak to all of you than being introduced to all of you.
Okay. So over to you, sir.
Okay, a good day to each and every one of you. What a pleasure it is for me to be speaking to each and every one of you. Force One, absolutely, no doubts about it. You are absolutely a force to reckon with, I would say, and so many of you coming together. I can see the progress you've made in just 2 months' time, and I really appreciate this endeavor of yours, where you all come together and are trying to do something meaningful. And to me, what I see the best part is that this group can be an extremely potent group of getting more women into Rotary.
Yes.
To me, if you are able to do that, that would be the best service you would be able to do through this group. I have been espousing an idea, and which is that each and every district around the world, I hope and wish that they can start a task force for getting more women in Rotary. And I feel this task force, if comprises of more women, not necessarily men cannot be a part, but I've seen when women try to invite more women, look what the result is. It's taken you such a short time, not even a month, and you have people from around the world who are joining. You're already trying to do some meaningful work, etc. So to me, each of you, if you go back to your districts, speak to your district governor, the incoming governor, and ask them that you are ready to lead the task force or be a part of that task force, which is going to, so maybe 5, 7, 10 women trying to get more and more women into Rotary. The current percentage of women in Rotary is at 24%, but that's the average. There are areas where the percentage is very less, and there are certain areas, just 1 or 2 areas, where the percentage is just half and half, and probably only 1 or 2 districts where there are more women in the district than there are men. I'm happy to tell you that since women were allowed to come into Rotary, I think the gestation period for highest leadership is now over. For anyone to come to the position of, let's say, either a district governor, it takes at least 10 to 15 years. For a director, it takes about 15 to 20 years. For a president, it takes 20 to 30 years. And now that gestation period is over, and so you are going to see the first woman president, and you'll be happy to know that the board that I will be chairing will have 1 less of a majority of women. There are 19 people in the incoming board, and 9 of them are women. And these are women of substance who are there not because just that they are women, but because of their exceptional leadership qualities. Each of you has that quality, but I think now a time has come where there is the numbers of leaders, as far as women is concerned, is going to grow much faster than it was earlier, because that gestation period is over. More and more women will now come in. But if we want that number to even grow bigger, and where we have just the parity of our own communities. Around the world, the ratio of men and women is nearly equal, maybe 1% here or there. And Rotary is only a reflection of our society. So I think it's important that our percentage, which is only at 24% or 23% approximately now, rises to 50%. And if there is a group of people I can request to do that, it is this group which I'm addressing just now. I have been talking about each one bring one. You can help that do getting women. Each of you not only get one, if that person happens to be a man, you take it upon yourself to also bring a woman there. So in your case, it may become each one bring two, not just one. So please do that. More people in Rotary will mean more work to do. So I keep saying, grow more to do more. It's absolutely possible. If we grow, we will be able to do far more. Today, I saw so many good activities you are doing, and that's a meaningful thing you're coming across with, sharing your ideas, thoughts as to what you are doing. But to this group, I'll tell you, even more important than only sharing what you are doing, it would be more important, very frankly, if you got more members. If this group is 200 plus, how about taking it to 400 plus in the next 1 month's time? All you need to do is each of you to get just one more woman into Rotary. That's all. So I am doing my part. In the next 1 month's time, I promise you, I will get one woman into Rotary. If each of you could do it, imagine in just 1 month's time, we will have 200 more women. I find 145 people here. Spread the word and more people. And it just need not be people who are part of your group only of WIRI. Yeah. Your friends, tell the men folk also to get this year. Let the focus be on men folk also trying to get at least a woman into Rotary. And if you got younger women, it will serve both the purposes of getting young people into Rotary and women into Rotary. So to me, that's the most important message that I could pass on to you. I have great faith in the ability of women, let me tell you. I've always believed that the sincerity that you bring, the focus, the passion, the empathy, the care, many of these things come so very naturally to women. And these are things that you need to be able to serve. Serving or caring for other people probably comes more naturally to the women. I mean, not taking away anything from the men. Men are just as good as caring for other people. But this is something that women do very well, I've seen. And I'm sure more women will mean more service. More service will mean changing more lives of people around this world. So to me, this is the most important message that I could give to each and every one of you. My compliments to this group of people who have started this. Very well done. And the concept of getting these speakers coming together, I only hope Julia and Anjana and the others who are part of this, I'm not naming everyone, but I know so many of you here. Probably more than half of you I know, but I'm not personally naming each and every one of you. I'm so happy to see people from around the world. And please, I see, for example, PDG Merlin. I see Wanda. I wonder if Wanda remembers me from Bali. I mean, I got the first instance of her ability when I was supposed to go to an institute in Bali. I was amazed. This one lady, Wanda, are you the same person and I'm not mistaken?
I think she's
you
muted.
are? Just raise your hand so I know, yes, you are the same Wanda. Yeah. Yes. Oh, she was everywhere. One single woman look, that I went there 12 years back or 11 years back, but I still remember her because of her exceptional care, ability, efficiency that she had shown. So that is the power that each of you carry. Anjana and I have worked on the adult literacy program in India. Julia very recently on the program of on the 1st of February in Delhi. She was everywhere, here, there, and everywhere, trying to help out in everything. Jacinta is the shining star because it's an all male group of incoming governors, and she is the only woman. Let's change that. It's extremely important. Let's get more women as district governors. And this is a message I would want you to take leadership positions, but it's more important that I tell the governors and incoming governors that women should be given more positions. In fact, Rotary International now has taken that there will have to be a minimum number of women or person of either gender. So each time I form a committee, I have to look, are there some men in it at least? Are there some women in it at least? We are conscious about it. When we get a letter saying that please suggest names for training leaders are people who go and train the district governors from around the world. They say, if you are supposed to send 3 names, of which at least one has to be of a different gender, which means at least 1/3 of the total number are going to be either men or women. So this year the number was at 42%, which is not bad. Sometime it will become maybe other way around, where there's going to be more women. So please go back, spread the word of leadership also, not just getting in members, but getting into the positions of leadership. In some parts of the world, you may find it a little difficult in comparison to others. Don't be bogged down by that. Do stake your claim in leadership. It's important. We two people who are at a senior leadership position, Kamal, Bharat, myself, Venki, Mahesh, etc., and the entire board, always will keep telling that there should be more and more representation of women in leadership positions. So all the very best to each and every one of you. Thank you. It's been a pleasure being with all of you.
Thank you, RIPEG. Before we go to another sparkling session of this evening, I would like to have a target. As you mentioned, each one bring one. I have already given you my target in the personal meeting here in Delhi, that personally I'll bring in Delhi 200 women member for you. So WIRI is there in front of you. So please give your target, and we promise you that we will bring that number. I'll add that. How many numbers you want from our group?
I don't want any particular number from you. Whatever you decide is good. You know, I will only fail in giving you good numbers. Imagine I told you only to get 1, but you are getting 200 of them. So why did I even give you a number? You will far excel. I tell you, I don't want to be biased towards a gender, but very frankly, if I have to give a work to a man or a woman, I would prefer to give it to a woman.
Thank you.
Perfect. So now
you do a great job, let me tell you.
WIRI group, we will add 300 number from our group. So total from our end, you will get the 500 member, because the next session we are going to have not only with RI Director Kamal Sanghvi, he's going to be the chairman of membership RI worldwide.
Yeah.
We have to support him there also, because otherwise he will stop coming, he will stop guiding us. So we have to support him for you. So now the next session has arrived. So I request Narendra ji put a spotlight on RI Director Kamal Sanghvi and RIP Shekhar ji to do a wonderful candid show, which I have experienced in theme launch here. So now my all fellow friends are going to experience the talk show here. Over to you, RID Kamal Sanghvi ji.
I thought it was Sonal who's going to ask me the question.
I'm sure she's going to get back to you, Shekhar. So can we have Shekhar on the spotlight, please?
Yeah.
Along. I don't know about you, Shekhar, but I'm still shaking. I'm still shaking from the first meeting I had with these women of substance, but I'm still shaking. Sonal is holding me and making sure that I do not shake too much. But then when Shekhar is there, you do shake all the time. So let me just tell Shekhar, women of the world are, to all of you, I think the women of the world are the most kept secret of greatness the world has ever had. The energy and accomplishment and unlimited, which are unlimited, and Rotary needs you at large and begs you for this. If only us men would listen and realize this force and enable this entity and encourage the greatness that has been repressed and diminished, our own greatness might be seen through you. I say this as a man who knows and appreciates every woman in the world, and I admire you all. And I'm so ashamed of my gender of power and ignorance. Having said that, let me put the first question to President-elect of Rotary International, Shekhar Mehta. Shekhar, this is the age of the Aquarius. They say this is the age of the Aquarius where women will rise. What would you want to comment on that?
Absolutely. That's what I've been saying, that, to me, it's not about empowering women, or it's not about who is better. It is about equality. It's very important that men and women should have equal status in everything. So, for the forthcoming year, the overarching theme itself is empowering girls. The idea there, empowering girls, is, and I've said this, that it's not something to remain permanently. Over a period of time, empower them enough, stop the discrimination, stop the disadvantage that they have in various societies, stop the atrocities at times afflicted on them, so that they are equal to men. What we need in this world is an equality between genders.
Thank you, Shekhar. I take you on that. The new mantra in Rotary, in the corridors of Rotary, are the diversity, equity, and inclusion, giving equity to both the genders. But let me just ask you, really, from your heart, you've been traveling all over the world. Is this diversity, equity, and inclusion? Because we were in a patriarchal society, the era of control, 10 years back and today and tomorrow, 5 years after your presidentship. Where do you see, is this going to be a reality, or is it going to be a myth?
A reality. I absolutely see. As I told you, the best reflection is on the board of directors itself. It couldn't have been better. And I feel so nice that it is happening, that we have 9 out of 19. I mean, one more and there would have been more women than men on board. So it should be. So that is what I would like to see everywhere in Rotary, where there is parity. You have, so tomorrow there should be no question of only a women's group trying to do something, or only a men's group trying to do something. In Rotary, I think we both, men, women, and in fact, all genders are just equally important. That's what we call equity, inclusion, and diversity.
So, Shekhar, you just mentioned that on your board there are 9 women. They are one short of maybe the majority. So do you feel threatened, or do you feel empowered?
No, I don't look at, and I don't take it very lightly. To me, it's what I feel is that I think our organization has come of age. Imagine there was a time when we were not ready to take women in our organization, and now the reflection at the board is just the right reflection. This is the best message we can show to the entire world, that here we are not just talking, but we are walking the talk.
Okay. Thank you, Shekhar. But, having said that, women are taking up fantastic role of leadership in at the higher corridors of Rotary. But at the lower level, at the mid-level of Rotary, women are synonymous with glamour and hard work. Let me repeat that. Women are synonymous with glamour and hard work. You yourself said that women are extremely hardworking. Which is more important for success in Rotary? And would the leadership challenges given to a woman once she takes up a leadership role, will the femininity go away?
No. I don't think should be any issue of glamour here, nor at all. I don't think glamour has any role to play in this entire matter at all. And to look at it from the point of view of glamour would be extremely incorrect, and I would say to the extent of demeaning. That's not what we are wanting the women to be there. I think we want the women to be there because I think they're just as capable as the men, at times better, at times equal, at times. I mean, I look at them at having equal roles, and I feel that is an extremely important thing that we need to respect and understand. That they bring a different viewpoint at times, and in any case, to me, what's most important is it should be a reflection of the society that we live in. There are parts of the world where there are still issues where women cannot come to the forefront, or because of the societal system they are unable to. It's only a matter of time, society emerges, and we've seen exceptional leaders around the world when it comes to women. I mean, their leadership abilities is no way any less than anybody.
Thank you, Shekhar. Efficiency, thy name is woman. I think that's a very fantastic saying, and you just expressed it out. So tell me one thing, for women leadership, what is more important, perseverance or efficiency?
Both. Both, absolutely. For anyone. Why just for women? For everyone. Efficiency, perseverance, both are very important.
Okay. So you said that. Now just tell me, I want to take you back that, yes, Rotary International wants to give equity. It is extremely important to give equity, equal footing, and create a path rather than an opportunity. I would believe that Rotary is creating a path for women to take up leadership role. But having said that, what do you think is the most deterrent factor in Rotary world today, preventing a woman to take up leadership role? In a frank talk, what would it be themselves, or would it be the environment, or what do you think is the most deterrent factor?
I think it's the environment, and it varies from region to region. In some parts of the world, there is no issue, but in certain parts of the world, there are issues. And if you look at the representation of women at the higher level, you will understand where the issues are. And I don't blame that. Every society has a cycle, and not everybody thinks the same way at the same time. But a good thought, when it is brought, when it is discussed, just as we are discussing today, the word spreads. And I can tell you, you had asked me this a little while back. I think each passing year, we will find that the women are getting more to the forefront. Also, in areas where they are not today in the forefront, slowly and steadily, we will see that they are coming to the forefront. And at Rotary, it becomes very imperative for us that we give that opportunity. We go out of our way to give that opportunity. Like Rotary is doing right now at the international level. They are saying that the committee, there have to be women in it. So any committee that I am forming, I told you, I mean, at most times I'm finding they are equal numbers. At times there are more women and less men. I hope that the same message goes down to every Rotary club, to every Rotary district, and it will have to start from the Rotary club itself. Our clubs will have to have on their board women. Because if you are not on the board, you don't become the president. If you don't become the president, you don't go and become leaders at the district level, and further You don't become governors. I'll give you an example of India itself. We need to do something and work towards it. Why is it that out of 38 governors, there is just going to be one woman governor from India? Not a good sign. We need to, so as I said, again, it's a societal reflection there, which we need to change.
So,
And
Shekhar,
we will change only by setting good examples ourselves.
So I would just reiterate, Shekhar, what you said is this societal nomenclature needs to be changed. And that is why, that's why that we are wanting more and more women member into Rotary so that Rotary gets a better perspective. Could you just elaborate on that? Why suddenly women membership in Rotary has become extremely important for the development of our organization? I just want you to stress on that. Why?
So the answer is, as I've been saying, earlier women were not allowed to be members. Once they became members, it takes time. Let's say a woman, we may say, why are there not, I mean, forget the next year or last 3-4 years. Before that, there were no women or very few women on the board of directors. Why? Because the gestation period had not got over. But now I think the gestation period of nearly 25 to 30 years is over now. Now the women have taken leadership positions in certain parts of the world. They haven't in the other parts of the world. It's important that they also take it in their part of the world. And women will also, as I have said, you will have to stake your claim, especially in areas where you find there is resistance. Yes, there are certain parts of the world where there is resistance. And so many of you will agree, and I can see you nodding. There is resistance, but you know, every resistance has to be fought with perseverance. We will have to be perseverant. We will have to be having discussions. And as I'm seeing in the chat box, we don't need to create the opportunities for women. No, we don't need to. You yourself need to stake your claims. Because you have the ability, by your work, you will find your own possessions. But at times, why did we make this rule that there has to be both the gender? Because there are certain places where this thought process might not have gone. So Rotary International as a body has given a direction. This is what we expect. It will only be just a short period of time, I tell you. Things will change. They are already changing, and they will keep changing. And I'm very happy that we are probably next year giving the best possible. Even this year, we have excellent representation of women on the board of directors. To me, this is the best time, best example that we can set. Let us go back to our districts, and more than the women, it is the men who got to go and ensure that we invite leadership from women. At times, the men are blocking the women from taking up leadership positions, and that should not happen. That should not happen. They are just as equal as anybody else's.
So, ladies, you've heard it right from the mouth of the boss himself, the president-elect himself. But Shekhar, I'd like to ask you a question. In all your policy decisions which you have made, you know, there are two people in the world today. One is Biden, who has become the American president, and the second is you, who's become the president-elect of Rotary International and taking strong decisions. And in your cabinet, like you said, that in your board, there are 9 directors. So is in Biden's board, there are 16 women who have got prominent position. But having said that, when it comes back to your home, in all your policies, how much role has Rashi played?
You know, very strangely, whatever I may say, at our home at least, I take the more important decisions. For example, Rashi decides when to buy a new house, when to have our children, small decisions. Where to invest our money, small decisions. I take the larger decision. For example, whether America is going to have a war with another country or not. So, you know very well, Kamal,
Yes.
that if I am where I am because of Rashi. And if Rashi is where she is because of me. both, same as with you, Sonal, and you complement each other so very well. So does everyone. I mean, each of these women are women of substance, and wherever the partners are there, I think if you reach at this stage, the partner plays an extremely important role. And Rashi has played a very important role. And there is not a decision that we take without discussing with each other. So when I decided to put in my name for governorship, the first person I asked was Rashi. Next was discuss with our children who were only 12 and 14 years old at that time. We called them, asked them. It's a family issue. The entire family is involved in Rotary, and the partner plays a huge role, whether it's the man or the woman.
So let me reiterate here, and I am a witness to this, that behind every successful man, there is an even greater successful woman. And I think in Shekhar's life, the most successful woman is Rashi. And let me tell you, he does not even breathe without asking her. So I think all you spouses, all you women here, you need to go back and get back to your partners and advise them. But having said that, Shekhar, I just on a lighter note, I just say, you just said partners play a fantastic role. And we are encouraging all the partners to become Rotarians. Wouldn't that take away your and my liberty in Rotary? Like we'll be more relaxed in Rotary meeting, and then suddenly Sonal keeps on tagging along everywhere that I go. On a lighter note, would it take away our liberties?
What liberty do you think you are enjoying right now? These are cliched. These are cliched things of the past. These are more often.
No, that's a statement saying let the meeting be over.
These are more men jokes of the past world. I don't think somebody does mention in the passing these things, but I think it'll be great. I mean, I've just asked Rashi that one person that I have to get, and people say, please ask the partners to join Rotary. So I said, I was reminded of this story about Gandhi. This lady went to Gandhiji and said, sir, my husband is having high blood pressure and he doesn't stop taking, he takes so much salt in his food. Isko boliye to eat less salt. Gandhi said, okay, come the next week, I'll tell him. She went around, going back, she said, just one sentence, why didn't he send today? Next week again she came, Gandhiji, will you please, Bapu as they called him, Bapu, will you please tell him to have less salt? Bapu said, not today, next week. Next week when they came, Bapu told that man, Gandhiji told that man that please don't have salt. The lady was, she asked, why did you do that? Why did you not tell this one sentence 2 weeks back? Gandhi said, at that time, I had not stopped having salt. Next week, also, I could not stop having salt. But from today, I have stopped having extra salt, so I can tell your person, to your husband. So same is the problem with me. When they say get your spouse to become partner, to become a Rotarian, but very recently, Rashi has been invited to be an honorary Rotarian of a Rotary Club. So my job is, I can ask all partners to have their partners as.
Good. Thank you, Shekhar. So one more question on a lighter note. These days the flavor of the season is all women's club. Now, between the two of us out here, isn't it a discrimination to both of us? We would like to be part of a women's club too. So could you tell these women here that please do invite us to be part of this group too? Look at this group, fantastic. Let us be a minority sometimes also, right?
I think over a period of time, we too will have to go to a court to get membership into such clubs,
So all you ladies, you have an opportunity today to invite Shekhar Mehta, the president-elect, to become part of your group. Don't miss this opportunity. Take it up. So Julia and Anjana, do send a formal invite and you will have the first male member of your WhatsApp group, and things will change, and that is what we are looking for. to wrap up these tete-a-tete with the president-elect. He's been extremely kind, and his humorous self and all the answers which we give, let me ask him to give the last question of this day is that these women of millennium here, the millennium women, the new next generation women, Shekhar, what is their advice? What is your advice to them as to how they should go about making a difference and bringing a difference in the world and serving to change lives of the world? How do they do that?
Let me twist this question. May I request each of these women to tell me, what can I do? Rather than me trying to tell them what they should do or what they can do. I am so amazed at their wisdom, and the collective wisdom is outstanding. If any of you feels you have a thought and you want to share that with me and you want some advice to be given to me, you are more than welcome to do that. You don't have to think you are speaking to the president of Rotary International. No, it's nothing. I'm absolutely ready to take advice from any of you because you bring in a different perspective from different parts of the world. As I said, women issues are different in different parts of the world. What the issues that are in Africa are not in America. Those in South America are not in Japan. Those in Korea are not the same as in Germany. So your views, your thoughts are extremely, extremely important. Please keep advising me what is to be done rather than me trying to tell you what to do.
Thank you, Shekhar, and thank you, Viri, for inviting, of course, giving me this opportunity to be able to grill Shekhar. But you know how Shekhar is in his inimitable style. He can never be grilled because he's the one who grills. But let me thank each one of you, Force One. And I think this is extremely important, women for women. And I think this is the ethos of your group and doing good in the world. God bless each one of you. Carry on doing what you are doing.
Thank you once again, RIP Shekhar-ji and RI Director Kamal Sangvi-ji. I request our IT team, Narendra-ji, please unmute each and every woman who are present here and just applause and scream if you like this candid talk show. Yes or no? Please unmute.
I did not see Mahesh and Amita here.
We all enjoyed listening to
Yes.
nice talk show.
Partner Amita Kotpagi-ji.
We all were feeling like so much appreciation for the ladies.
Narendra-ji, mute everyone, and yeah, here are our awesome director-elect Mahesh-ji and his Rotary. Welcome, RI Director-elect Mahesh-ji and his partner Rotarian Amita Kotpagi-ji.
So here, now look, Kamal said a statement with which I do not agree. He says behind every successful man, there is a woman. You spotlight Mahesh, please. Spotlight Amita, sorry. And here, look, what's the name given there? Amita Kudbal. She is in the front. Behind her is behind a successful woman, here is a man.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Welcome, Rotarian Amita ji, and of course,
thank you.
Incoming RI Director Mahesh ji. I now request Rotarian Amita ji to kindly express thanks to RIP Rotarian Shekhar Mehta ji.
Well, it's a pleasure to thank RIP Shekharda because Shekharda has been our training leader in 2005. And I remember since then he's been telling us, to have more women in Rotary. So now I think it's our duty to fulfill his dream. And I'm sure that you all are going to be with me and we are going to fulfill your target, Shekharji. Well, I do believe that now women are coming in the forefront in every field. You go to the Army, Navy, Air Force, everywhere. So why should Rotary be behind? The latest being, I had read a news about the Air India flight, which flew from Bangalore to New York, which had an all-women crew. So I think that's a great achievement. And we can do this in Rotary too, and take Rotary to a different height, see that we can serve and, bring smiles to millions of faces. And I'm so thankful to Shekharda for sparing his valuable time, giving us his inputs. I just love the way he talks, to everyone. You feel that he's a family member, and you feel that yes, you have to do what he is asking you to do. So thank you, Shekharda, for being so warm with us always. And we always look forward to having you and Rashi with us today. Unfortunately, she's not with us, but we do wish to have her again whenever there is a next meeting. This is my first meeting too, and I feel that it's a wonderful platform for everyone. So each one of you, please make use of this opportunity, make use of this platform that has been, it's a platter that has been kept in front of you. So I wish you all the best, and let's see a different Rotary coming up, more women leaderships coming up, and it's going to be a different world altogether. So thank you so much. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you very much, Amita ji. Shekhar ji, with your permission, we have some questions. Do you have time to answer them? Julia will coordinate.
Okay. Let me just check. I think my next meeting is at 7:30. So 10 minutes we have for questions.
Okay, Julia, please coordinate.
That's because I'm answerable to all of you.
All right, thank you, Haji. Here we go for the question and answers. So girls, ready? I will request Narendra ji to, I take the name. If that lady is present in the group, just spotlight her. I'm gonna read her question. So I got a one question from district 3070. Shekharji, she is asking, membership, especially women membership, is a big challenge, and you have been insisting on each member getting one new member. Don't you think that it can be easily achievable if partner participation and spouse induction is pushed or made compulsory? This question has been asked from Rotarian Param Seni, district 3070.
You make anything mandatory, suddenly there is a pushback. And membership to Rotary is very voluntary. So I would feel that let's each of you go and ask somebody to come. I'll give you an example of my own club. There used to be a time when my membership in my club, there was just one woman, about 15 years back, I think. One woman would come, she would leave after some time. By the time another woman came in, or maybe two came, one left. And I found that this was not happening. So what we did was, next time we inducted 4 of them together. And then suddenly those 4 got more. And today on our board itself, there are so many women on our board. The incoming secretary of our club is a woman. We've had women presidents from our club. And on our committees, we have more women than men, actually. So I would suggest, that's the reason I said, at times it happens that women are more able to get more women. That's the only reason I said, not that men cannot, men can and should, and not that women should not get men into Rotary. Definitely they should. But if we want to give that one big push for more women, it's a thought that had come to me that we should have task force in every district where 7, 8, 10 women, when they speak to another woman and she finds yes, especially in certain parts of the world, it gives a lot of feeling of comfort to that person who's being invited to join the Rotary.
Thank you. Dr. Paranji, hope you got your answer. So I'll move to another question. Although you have just answered, RI Director Kapil Sangvi also asked this question, that can we change the word empowerment to opportunity? Here I would like to add, RIP Shekharji, as you mentioned, we do not need opportunities. As you have seen in this group, we women can create opportunity for ourselves. We just need a path. We just need a direction. We just need a guidance. So what you say on this thing?
Again, it differs from different parts of the world, let me tell you. There are some areas where the women need empowerment also. There are some areas where they need opportunities, and there are areas where they create their own opportunities. So it's not, this entire world is not the same as far as women issues are concerned. They are different in different parts of the world.
So in this, I will just extend this question. How you advise us that our group, where we are not seeking for opportunities, we are seeking for a path, we are seeking for our responsibilities, we are seeking for duties, how we can help them, or the lady asked the question, we can replace empowerment word with the opportunity.
I don't think the words are really important, whether you call it empowerment, opportunity. I mean, used in different contexts. I don't want to get into which word is correct. The ethos behind it is important, and the ethos is, I would suggest you to get more diversity into your group. I wonder if there are any Africans here that I can see. Try and get some South Asians in your group, maybe somebody from Korea, to initially start with some people who can speak English because you don't have interpretation facilities. Maybe 2-3 people from Japan, if you can get, at least they can become your spokesperson to go back and tell those things in their own languages. People from different parts of the world. If you really want to make an impact worldwide, I think that's a very important thing that you can do. The message then resonates everywhere. And I tell you, Julia, let the focus of this group be, you'll do the greatest service if your focus is membership rather than anything else.
Perfect.
You don't need to, you are already Rotarians. You're already working at your clubs. Your projects are getting done at your club. What are we wanting to do through you? 2 things. More people in Rotary, and because we are requesting you, more women in Rotary. The moment more women come in or more Rotarians come into Rotary, there will be more work in any case.
We'll follow your advice. And from here, I'll take it to my group that will make a WIRI international group for that. And we'll add Rotarian women from different part of the world in that group. So thank you. I'll go proceed to the next question. This lady has not asked, mentioned her name. So, but the question is good. We are a cause club focused on human trafficking, but many Rotarians are interested in joining our club. But they can only be a member of one club. They want to stay in their club, but want to be part of our e-club to fight the end of human trafficking. Can we change this?
So, make them honorary members if you wish to. They cannot be, you cannot have dual membership in Rotary. You cannot be a member of 2 different Rotary clubs, but you can definitely be, because you want to do the work. You're more than welcome to invite those people to become honorary members and participate in the good work that they are wanting to do. Empowering girls, good job. Please do that.
Thank
and
you.
Can I have anyone who is working on these trafficking issues, etc.? I would invite your suggestions as I keep working on the issues of women empowering girls around the world. I would be very happy if I can get some advice from you, some suggestions, some things that you are doing, and from different parts of the world. It will help a lot.
So I think so Rotarian Usha Reddy has asked this question from USA. So Rotarian Usha, are you satisfied with your answer? Just raise your hand.
Yes, we would love to
Don't put me in a spot, okay? Don't ask this question again. Are you satisfied or not? My job is to give an answer. Satisfaction or not is not my guarantee.
Right, we'll take it. Thank you very much. So we proceed to another question. There is another question, a good one, asked by Rotarian Dr. Rita Kalra from Chandigarh Midtown District 3080. In your opinion, what is the reason for lack of opportunity of leadership roles for women in Rotary?
Leadership role has to be created. Your path has to be created by you, Rita, and by everyone. You want to come, you want to see the best possible example, come to Calcutta, and I'll show you the power of our Didi here, Mamata Banerjee. She did everything to stake claim on the governance, and she's been an outstanding leader for the last 10 years' time. So people will have to stake their claim. You will need to. There will be resistance. There always is resistance to change. But we will need to. You'll need to. And I've been telling this. So if next time one of you has to fight the election for governorship, please don't be afraid. Don't think these men will come and stop you from doing it. Okay, they'll do it maybe once, twice, but ultimately you will find your way and you will show the path for the others.
All right.
And it's not so difficult. Shamashri is here. It wasn't very, very difficult for her to become the district governor. That's because of her excellent work.
Thank
So,
you.
there she is.
She's a fighter.
Thank you, Shekhar. Thank you so much.
Thank
She is
you.
a live wire.
I'll take this last question for this evening. One important issue, that's a very interesting one. RI Director Kamalji also put in a very light way by Rotarian Vidya Sirniji. One important issue for women in Rotary. We don't have proper engagement for the husbands. We need to do something about that too. When the man is a Rotarian, the woman joins in, but reverse is always not true.
So I'll tell you why this happens. When you have, let's say, in a club where there are male members only and there is just one woman there, and the spouses get together, that man at times finds himself at a loss. Finds, oh, I'm amongst all 30 women, I'm the only man there. Some feel privileged, some feel awkward. So the answer to it, I would say, is if you got 4 or 5 of them, women as members, their partners would again find a subgroup amongst themselves, just as the women will find a subgroup in the Rotary Club, the partners will find a subgroup. And these subgroups do not remain always. Over a period of time, there is no difference between the man and the woman as far as Rotary membership is concerned. Similarly, there will be no difference between the man and the woman as far as partners are concerned. They'll all gel well.
Thank you, Shekharji. I belong to a unique club where we have constitutionally 50% women. I'm
Great.
from Rotary Club of Madras Temple City, which had Rekha as our charter president and the first woman.
So look, you create your leadership opportunities, and Rekha is an outstanding leader. Hamari
Our
batchmate
club,
hai.
we don't have a problem, but I feel when women move up in the district, the district also doesn't engage. So, for example, I'm an AG this year, and I cannot convince my husband to come for the meeting because he gets so bored. In spite of other men being there, all the men are leaders, but the way they deal with the spouses, especially in these kind of constructs.
It's only a matter of time, Vidya. Things will change. As I said, it's different parts of the world. Different things are happening. Maybe this is not the same case in another part of the world. Things are more comfortable, but they'll all change over a period of time.
Certainly.
Now, friends, I need to leave because I am now going to go to the next meeting.
R.I.P. Shekharji, before you leave, we have something for you, a small memory from our group. So we will be in touch through our group through your entire year. So I request Anjana ji, please take it over from here. And thank you very much for the lovely answers, whether through the candid questions and through the discussion form. All right, Anjana ji, over to you.
Yeah, I request our co-convener Rotarian Sharmila to kindly share the certificate, please.
Good afternoon, Shekharji. Is Narendran going to share the certificate, Julia?
Yes, Narendra ji, please display the certificate. We will send the frame one at the RIP Shekhar's office. Please display the Shekharji's certificate here. Narendra ji, are you there?
I don't have the certificate here.
On Pranab's number, please.
We have it.
Alka, do get in touch with me.
No, I don't have it.
Shekharji, it's basically a small presentation for all of us to you. I'm sorry there's been a glitch here, but it will definitely come to you.
No glitch here. as long as I'm here. So Narendra ji, please give me a sharing. So I will do that. We women are almost close to perfect. No one is perfect. We are becoming, but yes, this women group is very close to that. Please, okay, here we go. Is it visible?
Good.
No.
Yeah, it's coming.
Is it visible now?
Yes,
Yes, it is.
So, RIP Shilpaji, this is a small token of expression of gratitude from women in Rotary in India. Soon we are going to come as an international group, and we'll look forward to invite you and RI Director Kamal Sangvi there. So we will send you this at your postal address. And thank you very much for gracing this evening and inspiring us, not talking on empowerment and opportunity at the same time, but to break our self-imposed barriers also. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you. Remember, each one bring one, and this time
500 is, as I mentioned, meeting is action-oriented. 500 members from our group to you.
done. I love you guys.
It's a small gift for
you get 500. You are superstars.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming, and thank you so much.
Director ji, please stay back. You don't have to leave.
And tell Rashi ji we missed her.
Oh yes, I missed her too.
Please, we missed
Let
her.
me just check how she is.
And RIP Shekhar ji, this is my promise. I will do my best to make Rashi ji honorary member of one of the club in the coming year. That's my promise.
Yeah, she's already accepted somebody's invitation. I don't know who.
That is fine.
Good.
Thank you so much. It was a wonderful evening.
So I would like to request Rotarian Sharmila ji to please do the thanks to our RIT Director Kamal Sangvi and his gracious partner Rotarian Sonal Sangvi ji and present the certificate. I will play the certificate once you announce. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Julia. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who have come here today to attend and speak to Shekharji, Kamalji. Little chat that we had, it was something different, and I think it was quite an engaging one. I would like to thank Kamalji and Sonal for taking the time to being with us today. Thank you very much. Over to you, Julia.
All right, Director ji. So I didn't know that Sonal, Rotarian Sonal ji is going to be present that time. So our certificates were ready much before that when I had spoken to her personally. So I'm going to share a gratitude, expression of gratitude. Although, my friends, you won't believe it, this afternoon I requested him a lot to do this candid show, and he was not getting ready. He had other engagements, but somehow I convinced him. And now he will say, yes, Julia, you were right. That candid show was fantastic.
Yeah, it was.
And I'm sure my all members experienced this fantastic candid show here. So here we go. Is it visible?
Yeah.
So this is a small token of expression of gratitude from our group to RI Director Kamalji and Rotarian Sonal Sangvi, to both of you. And thank you very much for attending and inspiring us. And as we made a promise from our group, you will get a 500 women member minimum. The year you start as a chairman, and whatever support, and keep guiding us, keep coming us in our meeting, and keep inspiring us so we keep doing the good to the society.
Thank you very much, Julia. It is a pleasure to be with all of you again. And I look for other opportunities to be here. Maybe a membership when you open it up. Okay. To this,
I promise that when you open membership for men, Kamal will be the first one.
Ah, great. Thank you.
And Sonal's expressed her desire to be part of this WhatsApp group. So whoever is, Julia, if you're controlling it, please do invite her in. And thank you all of, and especially all the lady Rotarians who've come from across the world. I think it is extremely important that we all join to take organizations to a greater height and make it more meaningful to help the world, make the world a better place to live in. God bless each one of you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, and congrats for us, a lovely group.
Thank you so much, both of you.